every single device in our house is being used. I've probably told you guys this multiple times, but yeah, this computer is just not, doesn't have the functionality as the other devices, but we'll make the most of it. So yeah, it's just not. Are you guys hearing me right now? Like when I try to click the share thing, nothing's happening. Are you guys hearing me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So please just go into your OneNote. Can you guys do that for me since I can't share my screen? And go into the content lab, fourth quarter, and then 518 to 522.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So if you joined the meeting, that's good. We are going to go back into noredinc.com today. There's people in this class that still haven't joined the class page. Hopefully you remember your login. That was probably like a month ago when we used it. But anyway, the link is there inside of OneNote with the class password, and you join, create an account. I think the only person who's here that hasn't signed in yet or created an account, as far as what I can see on my end, would be Baz. So Baz, you need to do that today if you could. And we are going to do a little assignment in there, and it's just for practice. Just do the best that you can out of it, though. It's just reviewing like sentence types. And does anyone remember what fanboys stands for? From way back, going back a month, like what any of those letters stand for?
Or and mm, mm, I don't know what the N stands for, but or
Okay. Yep.
you
Yep.
and so.
Yet and so, and the N. Anyone know what the N stands for? It's
Not
nor, which is a lot like nor, like or, but when you're being in the negative, like neither Brady nor Baz have joined the class page on No Red Ink. Okay, that would be how that works. So that's fanboys. Then we had Swabby, I think, was the subordinating conjunctions, like since, when, as, I after, I can't actually remember. Today we're going to learn about Thamo, which is a lot like Thanos, but Thamo, Thamo, which deals with some adverbs like therefore, however, also, meanwhile, and otherwise. And so that's going to be one of the things that you guys do today. If you haven't already joined the page, you'll create a page, and then there's a link to a specific assignment that we're going to do. So I want to talk really quickly. In the first question, if you guys are looking on OneNote in the content library, you'll see that I highlighted the stuff that I wanted to discuss. This is the end of scene 2, actually, where Caesar has said that he will stay home because his wife is worried about him. And could someone just summarize what was the dream that his wife Calphurnia had that made her worried about him and made her not want him to go to the capital? Does anyone remember what that was? She had a dream of like an image.
Yeah, she had a dream of like a statue of Caesar with a bunch of holes in it with blood coming out, and then
Okay.
people, the Romans coming and like bathing in it and being happy.
Breathing. Yeah, which is a creepy dream, like a statue of someone with blood pouring out of it. So think of like fountains that water come out of, like statues and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, and so she thinks that that means that he's in some kind of danger, that he's going to die. And Decius is saying, no, people are going to gain life from you, life-giving blood, which is actually kind of a biblical principle that Jesus's blood actually is what gives us life and purity. And if you were ever to have like a serious injury where you lost a lot of blood, a blood transfusion is something that could definitely give you life, sort of a thing. And so he's interpreting it that way, but Decius actually wants to kill him and have Calpurnia's interpretation be the right one. Okay, so toward the very end of scene 2, Caesar asks Trebonius to be near him at the Capitol. They're going to the Capitol so that he can attend to his business. Basically, the way it works is he's the leader, and different senators and people come to him with requests or suits, basically like, will you do this for me? Will you do that for me? And Trebonius had just said, hey, I have a request or suit for you. And he says, well, be near me at the Capitol. Don't forget, so that I can remember you. And Trebonius, in what's called an aside, says, so near will I be that your best friend shall wish I had been further. Okay. Now, an aside is when you say something kind of under your breath, or you whisper it to somebody. I don't know how they did it in Shakespeare's time, but it's obvious that only the person is saying it to themselves or to one other person. What is, someone take a crack at what is he saying right there? So near will I be to you, Caesar, that your best friend shall wish I'd been further. What does that mean? Someone make sense out of that for me. What's Trebonius planning to do?
He's gonna kill him.
Yeah, he's gonna be part of killing him with the other 6 conspirators. Okay. So scene 3, can someone tell me what you learned about Artemidorus? What was he doing? What was he reading in that scene? Someone explain that for me. Does this scene you guys are really short scene you guys are supposed to use to read on Friday? What is he saying in his letter that he wants to give to Caesar?
He wanted to warn about the danger.
Yeah, he's warning him of the danger and which people to be who want to kill him, basically. So he is really determined to get that to him. Okay. In scene 4, we have 3 characters. We have Portia, the soothsayer, and Lucius. Portia, again, who is Portia? Someone just refresh our memory. Really easy question here.
Brutus' wife.
Yep, the wife of Brutus, who it was scene 1, could tell that something was wrong and was upset that he wouldn't tell her what was wrong. Cuts herself to prove that she can handle his secret or whatever, which is weird. Okay. And we don't see the conversation, but what you're supposed to understand at this point is that Brutus has told Portia what he is planning to do. He's trusted her with his secret and told her that he's planning on killing Caesar. And so this is right before they go to the Capitol and before the assassination attempt is going to take place. And so she's worried about her husband and is sending Lucius to go and see him. The soothsayer comes along, okay, and then Act 2 ends. When we pick this up on Wednesday, we will be at the Capitol and we'll see what happens with this assassination attempt. If you know history, you know how it's going to go, okay? But we'll read that on Wednesday. Are there any questions about Julius Caesar? So remember, you had that assignment where you're supposed to watch those 2 short videos and answer a couple questions and then read the 2 short scenes. And I'll be checking that today to make sure that you guys on that. No questions about Julius Caesar. Okay. So no red ink. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try sharing my screen one more time to see if it does anything. And it's looking like it's not going to do anything. Maybe. Yeah, it's not going to work. So I want to just kind of stick around in case people are having issues getting into No Red Ink. You're going to see an assignment that says sentence variety. And I want you guys to just do that, to do the activities there. I think you'll see, I'm really wishing I could share my screen here, but you'll see little circles. Has anyone tried clicking into it just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And you're able to log in, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you should probably see now, it's really slowly acting like it's going to share my screen. You'll see 3 little like blue circles maybe. It's looking like it's going to let me share my screen slowly, but surely. Are you guys seeing my screen?
No.
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 No? Okay. Not at all. Are you still seeing me?
No.
Okay. So what you'll see is you'll see sentence variety practice and then 5 little topics. And what I want you guys to do is just click on all those where it says begin, and it will walk you through it. And it's practice. I should be able to see your actual progress and everything and see that you've actually done it. That is going to be our assignment today, is just kind of reviewing those different conjunctions, adverbs, and how you punctuate around those. And so I want to just stay on here in case people are having issues logging in or have questions about it. I'm sorry that my screen isn't sharing today, but that's pretty neat. All right, so feel free to hang up if you need to, and you can stay on here if you need help with things or want to ask questions, have any kind of concerns, you're welcome to do that. Thank you guys for checking in.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
So when is this due?
It's due by Wednesday.
Oh, so next week, or is it this week?
Wednesday of this week. So 2
Oh,
days.
okay.
And
Days
it's
from-
just the first 2 bubbles, right?